I'm extremely focused. Because of Leon Edwards is why I'm trapped in this townhouse right now, and there's no one here but me. I go to the gym and I come back to this townhouse. My daughter's not here. I'm hoping to potentially get her out here soon so I can see her. But 6 weeks away, and I'm just locked in this house and the house and the gym, training. So I'm extremely focused for Leon Edwards. I take nothing away from him. He's a great, tough competitor. He's proven that because he hasn't lost. It's the first time he fought me. But now it's time for me to go back in there, and I have to show them the separation. I have to show them how much better I am than the rest of the division.
I know you're not looking past Leon, but you've, went through this division and everybody is getting it for the second time. It seems like you've mentioned going up to 205 because you don't want to fight Israel. Is that something? We saw you and Jan go face to face, and I thought he was a lot bigger than you before I saw that photo.
Yeah, it's something that I'm definitely intrigued with. I'm not looking past Leon by any means, because if I don't get past Leon Edwards, then all those plans go out the window. So we're gonna go in there and we're completely focused on Leon Edwards. But after Leon Edwards, we have our sights set on whether it's Jan, whether it's Yuri, whoever it is. That's what we want. I want to prove to the world that there's a reason when they say pound for pound. That means pound for pound at any given time, any given moment, any given weight, at any given time, I can go in there, not only hold my own, but I can be victorious. So I want to be able to prove that.
You've got a rematch coming up, and Canelo has a trilogy coming up. He took a little bit of step back in his last fight, but if he gets back on the winning ways and wins the trilogy, is that something still down the line that you want to prove yourself that you go in there and take on boxing's pound for pound king?
When is that fight? Do you know
I
when
think
that is?
that's in September,
September.
which
Yeah.
is like
Okay. Makes
Mexican
sense.
independence. Yeah.
Of course. Makes sense. Yeah, I would love that. That's supposed to be our date. I was supposed to be my date with Canelo, but of course he found someone else to dance with, which is Triple G, the trilogy. That's an incredible fight. That's something that I'm definitely going to be paying attention to and watching. Yeah, Canelo is. Let's be honest. In modern day era, this era right now, he's one of the best to do it. It's just a spectacle for us to be able to step in there. It's never been done, pound for pound versus pound for pound, and they are significantly close in weight classes to be able to do it. Why not? Why not? I know a lot of people hate on it and say, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." There's been crazier things happen, and that has happened. And I don't think there's going to be anyone in the world who's not watching that fight, even though they want to hate on it. But when you hear that fight's announced, everyone will be watching that fight. It's incredible. I worked for such a long, long time, and I just remember starting this journey, getting into MMA, and thinking, man, I would love to be, to achieve something in this sport. And of course, you don't know what the heights that you're going to get to, what you're going to be able to do, but to be able to become the Ultimate Fighter winner, to be able to become UFC champion, to be able to defend that belt multiple times, and now be nominated for an ESPY, which is, as far as one of the best athletes in the world, it means a tremendous amount to me. And it's just a culmination of all the work so far.
How would you handicap this? It's a good four of you. Volkanovski is going to be fresh in their mind. People can argue that Charles Oliveira didn't make weight for a title fight. How is he in that? And then Kayla, pretty cool to have a woman in the mix as well.
Yeah, I think it's if you look at how it's being done, and who's been doing it the most impressively and spectacularly. It's there's a clear cut winner there, and then it's just it takes more than just winning to be to be that champion, to be the best fighter. One of the biggest battle, and every fighter can tell you this right now. The biggest battle that we have before we even step inside that octagon, he's making that weight. And so you can't. There's no excuse there. You can't miss that weight. You are the champion, and you are the champion in all facets and all aspects of the game. You have to make the weight, and you have to step in there as professional as you can, and you have to be able to win and do it in impressive fashion. And I think when you put all of those together right now, with the profile, the high profile of fights, and just everything going into the fights, I think it's pretty clear who the top dog is there. But it's spectacular. Just fantastic guys so far all around. Alexander Volkanovski, fantastic fighter. Kayla Harrison. female wrecking ball, just wrecking all those females over there at PFL. And of course, Charles, he's been a spectacular fighter so far. But there's just a couple of little wrinkles that you got to put together to show that you are the best mixed martial arts on the planet.
And all the fans out there who are going to vote on the best MMA fighter from the past year, why is it the Nigerian Nightmare?
I mean, whenever do you see a champion be able to go in there 3 times in a year in 3 mega fights and put on 3 spectacular performances? I mean, it speaks for itself as being able to come in there, make weight each and every time, be professional about it, and still get the job done. I've proven that I am the pound for pound best fighter on the planet, and it will continue until I hang it up. So, all the fans out there, I think you know who to vote for. If you want to vote, you know who to vote for.